You're sitting there, maybe waiting for something, maybe pretending not to wait for anything at all. Your phone is in your hand. You unlock it. You scroll. Nothing new. No messages. No notifications. No updates. You lock the screen. 2 seconds pass, and without even realizing it, you unlock it again. Same result. And suddenly, there's a feeling. Not panic, not fear, just a quiet, uncomfortable tension. Like something is missing, like something should be happening, but isn't. Most people never talk about this feeling. They don't even name it. They just keep checking. Because admitting that silence makes you anxious feels strange. After all, nothing bad is happening. You're safe. You're fine. So why does a quiet phone feel so loud? Maybe it's happening to you right now. Maybe your phone is close by as you listen to this. Maybe part of your attention is already wondering if something new has arrived. And if that sounds familiar, this video is for you. Because what you're experiencing isn't random. It isn't weakness, and it definitely isn't just about technology. It's about the way the human mind has quietly changed. Before we go further, let me say this quickly. If you enjoy content that explains human behavior in a calm, honest, and slightly uncomfortable way, like this video and subscribe to Mind Patterns. It helps this channel grow, and it helps more people understand themselves a little better. Now let's continue. Here's the truth most people miss. Phone anxiety doesn't happen when you're scrolling. It happens when you stop. It happens when there's nothing left to see. And that tells us something important. Your phone isn't just entertaining you. It's protecting you from something. Think about the moments when this anxiety shows up the strongest. Waiting in line, sitting on public transport, lying in bed at night. Those small pockets of time when there's nothing demanding your attention. No task, no noise, no urgency. The moment your mind has space, it turns inward. And for many people, that inward turn feels unsafe. Thoughts appear. Feelings surface. Questions you didn't invite quietly sit down next to you. Am I doing enough with my life? Why do I feel restless? Why can't I just relax? The phone interrupts that process. It fills the space. When it goes quiet, the space returns, and with it, the anxiety. There's a certain kind of person who feels this more than others. You probably know them, or maybe you are them. They're not dramatic. They don't complain much. They're usually the ones who say, "It's fine," even when it isn't. For them, checking the phone isn't about excitement. It's about reassurance. Every notification quietly answers a question they rarely say out loud. Am I still connected? Am I still remembered? Am I still part of something? When the phone stays silent, their nervous system doesn't relax. It stays alert, waiting, searching. Not because something is wrong, but because silence feels like absence, and absence feels personal. From a psychological point of view, this makes complete sense. Humans are social creatures. For most of our history, being disconnected from the group meant danger. Being ignored could mean being left behind. Your brain doesn't fully understand modern life. It still reacts to silence as if something important might be missing. Then there's another profile. This person doesn't care much about likes or messages. They're not chasing validation, but they still check their phone constantly, especially during uncomfortable moments. Awkward pauses, emotional tension, quiet rooms. Their phone gives them control. Control over attention. Control over feeling. Control over the moment. When the phone has nothing to offer, that control disappears. Suddenly, they're fully present. And presence, for a mind trained to stay distracted, feels overwhelming. It's not that they hate being alone. It's that they're not used to being still without stimulation. This is where avoidance quietly enters the picture. Not dramatic avoidance, not running away from life, just small, constant avoidance. Avoiding boredom, avoiding silence, avoiding emotion. The phone becomes a tool for emotional regulation, a way to smooth out discomfort before it fully forms. And the anxiety appears when that tool stops working. Another layer most people don't realize is anticipation. Your brain releases dopamine not when you receive something, but when you expect something. That tiny moment when you unlock your phone carries a sense of possibility. Maybe there's a message. Maybe something changed. That expectation feels good. When nothing appears, there's a small drop, a quiet disappointment. Over time, that drop feels like restlessness or anxiety. Not because you lost something, but because the expectation wasn't met. So your brain says, check again, and again, and again. This is conditioning, not a lack of discipline. Your brain learned a pattern. Silence equals discomfort. Checking equals relief. And it repeats the behavior automatically. But here's where things get deeper. When the phone is quiet, it stops being a distraction and becomes a mirror. And mirrors are uncomfortable. Without constant input, unresolved emotions surface. Stress you didn't process. Sadness you postponed. Loneliness you ignored. The phone didn't create these feelings. It kept them quiet. At Mind Patterns, we often talk about how modern habits hide older emotional needs. Phone anxiety is one of the clearest examples. It often shows up strongest at night, when the world slows down, when messages stop, when there's no one to respond to. That's when people refresh one last time, and then one more time. Not because they expect something, but because silence feels too loud. Neurologically, your nervous system has learned to associate stimulation with safety. Quiet feels unfamiliar. Unfamiliar feels risky. So the body reacts. The heart rate shifts slightly. The mind searches for something to do. Anxiety appears without a clear cause. And that's why people often say, I don't know why I feel like this. Because the trigger isn't obvious. It's the absence of noise. Here's the important part. This doesn't mean something is wrong with you. It means your brain adapted to a fast, noisy world. A world where stillness became rare. And now, stillness feels uncomfortable. The real issue begins when this pattern becomes automatic. When you can't sit with quiet without reaching for something. When boredom feels unbearable. When restlessness appears the moment stimulation ends. Over time, this reduces your tolerance for stillness. And stillness is where clarity lives. Many people fear that if they stop checking their phone, they'll miss something important. But often, what they're missing is themselves. Their internal signals, their emotional state, their unmet needs. Silence isn't empty. It's informative. But only if you listen. This is why the goal isn't to delete your apps or throw your phone away. The goal is to change your relationship with silence, to stop treating it like an enemy. Start small. The next time you unlock your phone and see nothing new, don't immediately refresh. Don't lock the screen and unlock it again. Pause for a few seconds. Notice what you feel. Where is it in your body? Tension in the chest? Restlessness in the hands? A sense of urgency? You don't need to fix it, just notice it. That pause retrains your nervous system. It teaches your brain that nothing happening is not a threat. At first, it feels uncomfortable. That's normal. But over time, something shifts. The anxiety loses urgency. The urge to check weakens, and silence starts to feel less threatening. You begin to realize something quietly powerful. The phone didn't remove your anxiety, it postponed it. When you stop postponing, the anxiety slowly loses its grip. So ask yourself gently, when my phone is quiet, what am I avoiding? What feeling tries to surface? There's no wrong answer. Awareness is the beginning. If this video made you feel seen, you're not alone. These patterns are shared by millions of people living in a constantly connected world. Understanding them is the first step toward changing them. Stay curious. Stay honest with yourself. And if you want more calm, thoughtful explorations of human behavior, subscribe to Mind Patterns. We're not here to shame habits. We're here to understand them. And the next time your phone is silent, don't rush to fill the space. Sit with it for a moment. That discomfort isn't your enemy. It's a message. And once you learn to listen, the anxiety begins to soften.